Good evening, everyone.
Oh,
Oh, you've just come at the right time because we've just got a thunderstorm.
sorry, lads.
Hiya, Richard. Hiya, Amjad, by the way.
Drop down, keep on coming up.
Uh-huh.
Outside our room, I think I'm flipping out.
So, have you took the poll? I thought, why not? Three votes, 100% yes at the moment.
We just had a big storm. I think we're about that one, mate.
Yeah, it's been thundering quite a while and been raining and Tucker's come in and like a daft sod gone out, back out.
He's an idiot. What's an idiot cat and he won't free to go home?
So yeah, so I think it's coming over. You sent it over our way, Richard.
Yeah, sending it back tenfold.
Yeah. Hey, this is a good one. This is going to make you laugh, right? Chris came over here. I've got fan on, blowing onto me, and he stood in front on it and farted. Yeah.
I want to spread the love.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, is that back up tomorrow?
No, they were back home yesterday. I think yesterday, weren't it? Brilliant. Yeah, not for me it weren't, Richard. And then they buggered off back over there after it farted in front of the fan. So I don't know what am I going to do with him. So, and I don't know about anybody else, but I absolutely had a crap night last night. Every time I thought they did, Amjad. Thought you said that you were picking them up on Friday. Ooh, coconut and sea salt. Ooh. But yeah, I'd nod off. About an hour later, I'd wake up and I were absolutely wet through with sweat. And it was like that all night. And I didn't sort of get any decent sleep. Hi, Kirsty. How are you? I didn't get any decent sleep till about 5 o'clock this morning. So I was absolutely cream crackered this morning. So I don't know whether it were me or whether it was because it was warm or what. I don't know. Away with piece of air. Oh, just get that one, don't you? I took it under there. Desperately need it cutting. But, yeah. I mean, does well, I know Richard ain't got another half, but does your... I was just saying to everybody, Kirsty, I've got fan on me. I obviously got a strappy top because it's still a bit humid. Chris come over here, stood in front of the fan and farted. Does anybody else's husband do that?
Well, it just slipped out.
Yeah, you'll tell me out about it. Just slipped out. Yeah, we've just got starting of a thunderstorm. Oh, Amjad had Olive round earlier on. But yeah, I hope I sleep better tonight than I did last night, Kirsty. About 5 o'clock, I'd sort of hardly had any sleep. And yeah, yeah. Would it be something that your James would do? No respect. He thinks it's funny. You know, farting in front of the fan and it's blowing my way. Yeah. Just because you haven't got any sense of smell. I do. But, yeah. Every time I woke up, it's a good job sort of I got like I took an hand towel in the bedroom with me. And every time I woke up, you know what I mean? So anyway, when Chris got out of bed and I says, it was about 5 o'clock. And I says, I still hadn't had a decent sleep yet. I says, 5 o'clock and I've hardly had any sleep at all. So he says, well, why didn't you get flannel? She's just asked James and she said probably. It's wonder you can't hear it thundering. Got a right humdinger of a storm coming over. So I might have to, because it's saying, I don't know whether it's with thunderstorm, but yeah, not something we do, is it? She says typical males.
Well, I was supposed to tell me brother later,
oh yeah, it was supposed to be going down to Bramwell Lane with drone because this guy had asked him to do some filming with drone, and yeah, at last, because it's sort of like been on off all day, showers, and oh, that were I seen that flash at corner. I know, seen it at corner of my eye. Ooh. Oh, pardon me, but yeah, it's been like we've had a shower and then it's to brighten up. Then we'd have a shower and so I'm just because it's saying connection's unstable, so I'm just plugging my Ethernet cable in. Yeah, that's it. It's been sort of we'd have like a downpour and then it's a brighten up. So right, Chris is in his element. Start watching it out at patio doors.
Video it. Right.
Let me just turn this fan off to see whether you can hear it or not. Can anybody hear that? I know it's a good microphone on this camera, but I'm not sure whether it's sort of exactly picking it up or not. It's all right, Chris is filming it. Can't hear it now. I didn't think you would be able to, but yeah. Chris is right over the other end of the room. While you can hear him, you know what I mean, you can't hear thunder.
Oh, that was a big one.
So yeah, got a right storm going on here. If I go off, you'll know why. I've got the... Oh dear. Leave that door open, baby, if you want. I'm warm. No, I'll move across a bit.
Oh.
Oh. So you've been banished, have you, Amjad? Because it's a women only. But wonder where Johnny is tonight. we were well oiled on Thursday night. He'd been to Luke's prom and come back and been to shop for a bottle of rum. So yeah, well weathered. Oh well, you take the opportunity, Amjad, to go shopping. Mind you, probably Imran don't, that's not his thing. But anyway, I must say I've got 24th. Oh, don't worry about it, Amjad. Don't worry about it at all. As I always say, Amjad, family comes first. So, I mean, Chris, we're going to do all sorts today. We're going to trim edge and go out with trimmer in backyard and everything. And I went, oh, well, this is well, you know what they say about best laid plans and everything.
Here comes the rain again.
How are we doing?
Hi, Richard. How are you?
All right. I don't like I've been tangled again.
What did you do before? Were it something to do with lighting? Put your light on?
Yeah, I did something.
Yeah, I think you put a lamp on or something.
The camera's been trying to square my camera up. You know, it always looks like I'm slanting away. I've straightened it up.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm cockeyed.
It's wonder you can't hear that.
I can hear thunder at your end now.
Yeah.
We had it about an hour ago. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, we heard it sort of at distance. And then it's sort of, as it's come a bit closer.
It's absolutely roasting here. It's not as hot as it has been, but it's 29.
Still muggy. Tell you, I kept waking up and kept thinking, I honestly, I was lathered. And that will be out, we sleep commando like you do, and yeah, sweat were dripping off me.
Oh, no, that's orange.
Didn't you put a lamp or something on last time?
Should I? I heard that. Sounded like somebody moving furniture about.
I know, and Biscuit's cowering in corner.
Jesus Christ, I heard that. I thought you were getting burgled.
Chris is filming it. Tell you, it's sort of like we heard it in distance, then all of a sudden, wham! You know what I mean? Stupid tuck. That's better. Stupid tucker's out in all this. That's Cat, by the way.
Where's Johnny tonight? He'll be about.
No idea. I do know there's been Rothwell Carnival, and that's where they live. So, but it weren't sort of going on late yet. So I don't know. It's probably still got hung over from Thursday night.
Yeah, he's had a few, hasn't he?
So they were well leathered. Meridian Grand. Oh, that sounds very posh, Amjad. But yeah, I've plugged Ethernet in just in case.
Yeah, we've had two storms here today. One about 4 o'clock, and then another in about an hour ago.
I'm going to say we haven't had one to this bad. But we've had sort of showers on and off all day. But
it rained bloody heavy. God did it like a lake, it was.
Oh, somebody's voted on me poll for no.
Oh, it's not me.
Don't know.
You're watching me background.
It says yes, 88% and 12%. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how these work. Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Me, like the band.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, on Ali's stream last night, said person was in, and he asked about putting link in for panel, and then they were all taking mic, so he didn't go up.
Hey,
What?
must be up the door. Shut the door.
Oh, this baby.
I know that Biscuits will be going out for a walk tonight.
No, you're not even going out for a piss up backyard. Not if this carries on. Scared, aren't you, Biscuit? It's frightened to death. Don't like out loud. Does Biscuit?
I'll have a dram of cat when he comes in.
I knows, bro. Just telling everybody about last night.
That's not.
On somebody's channel.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you know what I said, don't you? Too chicken shit. But asking for link and then not going up. Oh dear. All right, humdinger of a storm here, you knows, bro. Chris has just been filming it, and that patio door's open, but he's had to shut them because it was getting wet. Oh well. Well, he had a chance to come in. Hey, talk of the devil and the shore to appear.
Here he is.
Yeah, Johnny says it's stormy here too.
Is he in the summer house?
Oh, Park Nest's here as well. Thought they'd be down at. Yeah.
That's right.
What?
Flooding here.
Flooding?
Flooding.
What's first? But yeah, got right, humdinger. Even Richard said it thundering.
Yeah, flooding.
Yeah. You know, bro says they've got a good storm going.
Oh, might be some flood drone footage coming up tomorrow.
Take it up.
I'll put his windscreen wiper on.
Yeah. Right, I ordered this thing. Oh, okie dokie then, partners. Yeah, I thought you'd be down at what? Yeah. My Zimmer frame might.
I hope. Great, this we're getting Sheffield weather in Lancashire.
Yeah, Richard's just come up on panel and yeah, Chris had got door open, filming it. Oop. Can you hear him? It's a bit like a drowned rat. Well, it's your own fault, Tucker, for staying out in it. That's all I can say. It's absolutely bouncing it down, Park Nest. Thundering, lightning. I mean, we've had showers like throughout day. But this is it's Richard's fault anyway. He sent them this way.
Yeah, we had it an hour and a half ago. Well, about 6:30, 7ish, so it's probably the same one. It's just nipped to yonder hill. Yorkshire.
Oh, that were a good one.
Oh, another.
That's with doors closed and all. It's sort of like coming over this way now. Oh, it's a right humdinger, this one. But so yeah, it were actually YKB that, yeah, informed me of the situation, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's calming down a bit now.
No, there's have the window open.
Yeah.
No, they're flooded.
Ooh. Right, here another cracker now. Did you go to Rothwell Carnival today, Johnny?
Right, go.
Yeah, but I mean it's not been like a torrential downpour. It's just been like showers on and off all day. No thunder. This is the first thunderstorm we've had.
Oh,
But it's sort of big,
isn't it?
Well, best about it though, Chris should have been going out at 8:45 to send drone up for this guy at 8:45. He says, because we've been having showers, he says, I think we'll leave it until tomorrow now. It's a good job, isn't it? He's got a soggy ginger pussy.
Wet pussy on my lap. There's ginger and all. Yeah, that's not easy.
So what I was just about to say was, I ordered this thing, and it must be like going on 2 months, right? Because that's come from China, right? And it finally arrived today, but via Royal Mail. Now I'm going to see.
Yeah, no.
Your bit is getting it the worst. Oh dear. Chris says that's that patio doors. It's starting to flood. What? Isn't that every woman's dream? What? Okie dokie then, Johnny. Right, so I'll show it you and see if you know where it is.
It goes under.
No. It'd have an handle on if it were. And I've waited about 2 months for this. I ordered it about 2 months ago. Right. So, first one that gets it right, 10 points.
It's for
Anybody know?
for baking cake.
It is baking related. Oh, that worked.
Oof, I heard that one. That bloody furniture again.
Are we all sinners in Sheffield? Anyway, if you're wondering, it's a flan case. No, quiche, not a quiche mould. What it is you put.
I know.
Make like a sponge mixture. What?
The phantom flan flinger.
What you do is you make a sponge mixture, put it in there. When you turn it over, it comes out like that, and it's a sponge flan. Sort of. Hiya, Tommy. How are you? Sort of. Your nose bro was sort of half right, but it's a flan mould. What you use for making sponge flans, and that hence the posh pattern. And then once you've got your flan out, that sort of space, you can either put fruit or custard. Hiya Gaffer, how are you? So yeah, so you know when it comes out like a cake, like a sponge cake, and then you put like all fruit and custard and all sorts in there, whatever your heart desires. But I've wanted one for a long time because I used to love sponge flan. I'm not struck on the pastry ones, but I love sponge flans. So, but in essence, it is the phantom flan flinger because it is a flan case, flan dish, silicone flan dish. So there you go. And everybody wanted to know that, didn't you? It's absolutely bad. Honestly, Tommy, we're having a thunderstorm. We've had some cracking thunder, quite literally. Richard said they had it about an hour ago, so it's his fault. I'll blame Richard.
Yeah.
He sent it over this way.
Tis was, that's right, boy. Next time
Yeah, Phantom Flamflinger.
Phantom Flamflinger.
Mm.
See my neighbour's grass? Where the bloody hell's he?
I was going to say, your nose is nice and wet, Biscuit, but you just don't like this. It's done now, I think. So I'm leaning over, stroking Biscuit because he's come to me for reassurance. But yeah, I think it's all done now. It's all gone.
God, it's hot.
Oh dear. But it will be coming into use sort of later down the line. Let's just wash this space because I love sponge flan. You've missed all the excitement, Gaffer. We've had humdinger of a thunderstorm. I thought Ruth were coming in at one point, hey, Richard?
Yeah, we know you see. It just sounded like Chris was stuck in a wardrobe.
No, just stands in front of fan and farts. Hi, Gary.
Gary!
Well, somebody's voted no. Oh, we're down to 7% on no's, 93% yes. So yeah, I wonder who that one is. Hi, Joel.
Hello, Joel.
You've missed it. We've had a humdinger here, Joel. Yeah. Lightning, thunder. I've had to plug my Ethernet.
We've got to have those swimming pools.
Well, we'll get your shampoo and yeah, save going in the shower tomorrow. Hi, Gordo. Well, wait, that I laughed last night, Gary. Yeah. That's his new name.
I don't know what you're on about. I missed something. This chicken thing, I'm a bit lost with this.
Yeah, in last night's stream, Ali, somebody asked for link. He put it link in for your friends, right? But then everybody started taking the mic.
All right, Nan, don't need to guess who somebody where I'm with you.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously it didn't come up. Thank you very much. Well, somebody's voted that they don't like it anyway, Joel, but no need to sort of guess who that is. TMI there, Gordo. TMI. He's got chilies growing in his bush.
Oh, well, that must be painful.
Chris, we're going to trim mine today, but yeah, it's a rain stop play. Yeah, Gary were right on form last night.
And who's streamed with this? Where were I? How come I missed this? I must not. Who's streamed? Who were the
Ali Mac.
Oh, I must not be subscribed to him.
But anyway, yeah. Are you saying it weren't you, Gordo, because you didn't even vote? Well, why didn't you? I only did it as a bit of fun. But you see, the reason for changing from Friday to Saturday was purely for Richard, because he said nobody were live on the Saturday night, you see. So, yeah. Because I missed it. But anyway.
I think there were a gap on a Saturday night that needed filling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it makes a right lot of difference, to be honest, but I think you get more in on a Saturday, unless I'm imagining it.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you see, the thing is, Ali used to go live Thursdays. I used to go live Fridays. But then he changed and he decided to go Fridays. But oh yeah, Raphael, you can't please everybody, Amjad, you know what I mean? It's yeah, but Richard sort of said basically that there were nobody on a Saturday night went live that he subscribed to. So I decided to go change over and go Saturdays, you see. But then because it like gives me Thursday and Friday to either one, go up on somebody else's panel, or two, just to, yeah, you know. Yeah, and the lawnmower man. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? Because I've got a song in mind, and it's, yeah, my you know, my anthem, Baby, I Don't Care. Or from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me. So, you know, take me or leave me, I don't care. So to come, but this is another thing as well, right? I'm just gonna, just bear with me a moment. I'm just gonna put, right, I hope he's put another video up.
Who else?
Callum.
All right.
So if you with the singing Ginganguli, Gary. I'm just gonna put Callum's link in. If you do me a favour, I mean, I don't very often promote channels, but obviously is my son. And basically it came down and he was going a bit disheartened. He says, oh, I've only had so many views. He's only like got, let me have a look how many. He's got 299. If gave that at least to 300. So yeah, he's not here. He's not here at the moment, Gary, but he come down earlier on and said, oh, it don't, you know, but I can understand why people get disheartened, you know, but it's sort of like this, Gary. He sort of has fads, if you know what I mean, where he's like filming all the time, and then he sort of like has a break for a bit. But yeah, he does suffer from really severe anxiety, so he sort of takes himself away from it for a little while, and you know, and then he comes back. So yeah, if you want to sub to him, it's up to you. He mainly does like when they went to Wembley, when they went to WWE. He's just uploaded one about thunderstorms and everything, and
got him now. 301 subscribers. He's jumped up.
Ooh, thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. But yeah. He enjoys going out with Chris. He enjoys doing the photography. But Chris sort of like has to pick and choose where he goes. I mean, you know, Chris, he likes to go on these long hikes, but Callum can't physically do it. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's sort of. Well, I have talked about it before, but sort of just before pandemic, he had a really, really, really bad. He lost 3 stone. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't sleep. You know what I mean? And doctors wouldn't do jack shit. And I was sort of pulling my hair out. It was that bad, honestly. We used to have to take it in turns to sit in his, because he's got like an armchair in his bedroom. And we used to have to take it in shifts to sit with him. Honestly, it was that bad. And I says to Chris, we've got to do something. Doctors won't give him nothing. I rang these, you know, charities, and their sort of answer was, take him to hospital, to A&E, and have him assessed. In other words, they wanted me to have him sectioned. I said, no, that's not going to happen.
Oh, a bit low.
Hey up, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
What the friggin' hell's that in front of you?
I'm going to say. It's ain't got rum in it, has it, Johnny? Tell me it ain't got rum in it.
Not tonight, no.
Did you suffer it next morning?
No, I don't get an hangover with rum. It's got a bit of tummy ache.
You wake up with a throat like a fire back.
That's why sailors drunk rum, because they could work the next day, even if they've been hammered that before.
I was saying to Richard, I said you were well leathered on Thursday night.
Yeah.
I didn't do that bad, love. Oh,
yeah. Anyway.
Still got all that. It's a litre
bottle, there's nearly half a bottle gone.
Did be good.
Anyway, yeah, it got to a point where he weren't eating, he weren't sleeping, and we'd have to take it in shifts sitting with him at night time. Because if not, he'd be getting up and wandering about and all this crap. Anyway, we took him to an out of hours chemist.
Oh, yeah,
and this chemist that says to Chris, because Chris went with him. God knows this other day he drank that much vodka, he woke up speaking Russian. Anyway, so Chris took him to this out of hours thing, and he gave him this herbal sleep aid and this herbal stress relief tablet. And I says, once we get his sleeping pattern sorted and he's sort of getting a decent night's sleep, it'll sort it. And it did. And you wouldn't notice, you know, it does sort of, yeah, it does have odd moments, if you know what I mean.
Well, I drank so much, Gary, I ended up getting a captain's cup.
You ended up getting what?
You've seen this before, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
It's an heavy bugger.
I know, it looks it.
Thermos thing in it. It's a big cup.
Is it a pewter thing?
No, it's made out of like composite, you know, like plastic kind of stuff.
Oh, I thought it were.
That bit lifts out. It's like a thermos cup thing.
Propanol. Let me just write that down. Gary. But yeah, this stuff that this chemist gave him were all herbal stuff. And I says, if we can get his sleep pattern into a regular thing, everything else will slot into place.
I wasn't that bad. He kept that live up and all, didn't he? Cheeky monkey.
Partner's going it now.
It's hammering it down here.
But yeah,
it's about 5 miles away because I've been doing counting elephants.
My mum used to tell us to do that when we were kids.
My mum told me, you know.
It's
about 5 miles away.
Yeah, it were a great laugh though last night.
Yeah,
Thursday night, what am I talking about? But yeah, partner's going it now.
So bloody warm and all, even it.
Richard sent it over here.
My plants are going to be 6 foot tall at morning.
I do about 7:30. I've had 2 lots, so I've had one about 4:30, a heavy thunderstorm with lots of thunder and lightning, and then again about 6:30, same again.
Did Tracy go
There's Cant's elephants as well.
We old school, you see, Johnny. That's what my mum used to tell us to do. Elephants.
So I used to go 1, 2, 3. She goes, no, that's not how you count it. If you don't put the elephant on, it's not a full second. I get it from Gregory's girl.
But
oh.
Mrs. G asked me the other day if I'd seen the dog bowl. Said I know he's clever, but I didn't know he's good.
I've just stood in the summer house in all that rain, not a drop.
Well, it's well built, Johnny, that's why.
Cleared all that porch out today, tidied it all up and that, put the cat litter and all that and stuff there. And it's been stood in there now, not a drop. They say that one's literally made out of a fence.
Did Tracy go to Carnival today?
Oh, I can hear it. Tiny bit of a rumble in distance.
Yeah, well, nobody could hear it this end. And then sort of when it come right over, Richard kept saying, oh, God, that were a loud one.
How's his leg? Is it clearing up a bit? Is it?
It's a lot better. It's a lot better. It's got over the, you know, like that face tablet in the morning used to make him feel sick. It's got over that, but it's only got tomorrow and that's it. They're done. She only gave him like a week's.
I think he's going to need more.
It's a lot better than it were. It's not as red.
See, it's been up news and that about getting what would they call them? Oh, something flies. Bot flies or something have been biting people and that apparently. God.
But
who do you think the presenter at BBC is who's got sacked? Well, he's been suspended, hasn't he?
No idea.
It's all over news.
I ain't sent news on.
Top star in the BBC has been suspended for sending money to a 17-year-old boy for explicit videos and pictures, and he's been doing it a few years apparently. And the lad's got proof. His mum's found out. His lad's got proof because the bloody presenter, this top presenter, sending pictures of himself outside BBC and stuff.
Partner says they're called thunderflies.
Yeah, whatever they are, bloody bite.
Open my windows, but I can't because it's absolutely bouncing here now.
Yeah. Hey up, Gordo. You missed it right at the beginning. Chris come over here just before I went live. I got my fan on. And he stood in front of the fan and farted. Bearing in mind it's blowing at me.
That's called sharing the love.
But I've sort of seen, you know, I look through Google and this, that and other. There's this new disease, apparently, caused by ticks.
Tits? Oh, well, that's the end of the world. It's the end of the world if we can't touch tits anymore.
Ticks. What?
Some excuse for everybody dropping down there.
What are you on about, Richard?
You said it's ticks. Ticks.
Yeah. Well, can throw tox out as well. But no, them little bug tick things. Apparently, it's
They've been putting it down. A load of crap, that, you know.
I hear your nose, bro.
I'm trying to cover death threats at the moment, so they'll come up with anything. A few hundred places have never been so busy.
Hang on a minute.
I hope.
We've got somebody all the way from where is it? Yeah, Bill?
I'm in Florida today.
So oh, look at going under a palm tree, look.
The sun.
But yeah, there you go.
I like this Santa.
We're at the beach in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, Fort
Stop messing
Lauderdale.
about with that camera.
Do what?
Pointing out the window, please. Hey, we've got lightning here now.
Got
Yeah, we do have
thunderstorm.
lightning. Hang
Thunderstorm.
on, let me point it at the beach. Tell me if I'm at a good angle, because I'm guessing.
Ooh. Very nice.
Pardon me.
Pardon you?
Yeah,
It's just we're missing- it's just we're missing
4th of
two.
July. 4th of July. We always spend 3 weeks at the beach.
Oh.
That's our thing.
Definitely heading this way, Jeanette. I can see it on my camera.
Coming over your way. We've had it now, so you can have it.
Well, we had it earlier, and then it's coming on its way back by the looks of it. I can see it on camera out the front window.
There we go.
I think it's still raining, but it's died down a lot.
Living the life, Bill.
Every day.
Whee.
I'm a professional slacker.
Okie dokie, Gordo.
Yo, wifey.
Hi, Tracy. Oh, well, we've just had a crack of thunder. So it's sort of going over. What's it like your way, bro?
Me?
Can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
No, I'm on about your nose, bro.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's
Is
better.
that better?
Yeah.
Right, it's over way over your bit and going up towards Johnny's. So it's gone north
Johnny-
from
Johnny
you up
said it's
towards.
absolute- Yeah, bouncing it down. Because last time we had a bad thunderstorm, your way got flooded, didn't it?
Mine? Or Johnny's?
I'm on
Yours.
an hill.
No, I'm on about yours.
Aye.
Will you get
Aye,
out
you seen
of
the
way,
river
Cat?
going by. It clears up quick away. It's still quick.
Yes, the cat is still up my ass.
Hey, Joel.
What's up,
But
what
yeah.
am I doing?
It's still muggy, though. Still very muggy.
Hello, ding dong.
Tracy says Farad had to go to bus stop with a rainbow umbrella. Oh well, keeping him dry.
Yeah, I'm staying underneath because it's sort of cloudy.
He's fitting in well. He's a complete shithead.
Yeah, both Chris and Callum.
See,
have both-
lightning then.
Yeah,
Lightning then.
but
Ow.
as I said earlier on, I don't usually promote,
Here we go.
channels, but yeah, Callum's on a bit of a
Definitely heading this way.
so yeah. So I put his link in earlier on. See if I can do it again.
Too bright, innit? Too bright.
Yeah, it's because sun's not completely down, is it? It's not fully down. That's why it lit up pink.
So yeah, I've
can make that
put his
again,
link
can't
in
I?
again. So if you're not subscribed to Callum,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Oh yes, smack bang right over us.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Oop, yeah,
worst bit.
see that? See
Yeah.
the window then. Go
you
on,
wanted-
you're pissing it down. We love it, York.
We've had it, Johnny. You can have it now. Partner
You see-
said it. That's how it started here, sort of like thunder in distance.
Mhm.
And
You
then
see the
it
tree right
become a
here?
bit-
See how sad it looks?
Ooh.
It got hit by lightning a couple days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's to a Yorkshire damp patch.
I say, bro, I says, tell me you ain't got rum in it, Johnny.
Look at that cat. The
Oh,
big
aye.
one.
Tankard. What? Is
Yeah,
that in the
it's-
collection where the booze?
No, I've had this a few years. It's a thermos thing, look. There's a thermos bit inside it.
Very
It's
stylish.
made like of epoxy resin stuff. It was about
Something
22
like that,
quid though when I bought it. You know those what they're called? They're men's gadget shop kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of
I'd
them
have
shops.
thought, like King of Thrones cup or something.
I like it though.
Beauty, eh?
Tracy says she don't like thunder, so she's got music on, so she can't hear it.
Walk away.
What a fairy. Jesus Christ.
I'm all right, so long as I'm inside looking out. You know what I mean?
You know why? The gran used to make her go under bloody steps. It covered under the stairs when it thundered and lightning.
Yeah, it don't bother me, thundering and lightning. I love it when I'm in bed, though, when it's lighting up.
Right over us now, Jeanette. Have you heard that?
Obviously, see when it's above you, you don't go outside, right? But I like going outside and watching it coming towards you before the rain gets to you.
See, here there's a lightning storm every day in the afternoon. So you sort of get used to it.
Yeah, because you've got like intense temperatures, haven't you? It's
you get whopping storms at 8, don't you?
Gaffer says it were blowing that hard here yesterday. Developed a bald spot on the back of my head. I hope it grows back.
Not grow back.
That's one way to explain a bald spot on your head.
Oh, that lit up then.
Honestly, Johnny, our biscuit were absolutely petrified when it was banging it down here. And Tucker, the daft idiot, we're out in it.
Yeah. 3 elephants. Hear it? Listen.
The horses got excited at the front there when it started rumbling. You could see them all skipping a bit.
Yeah, they don't like it.
No, they were loving it. As soon as it started raining, they were all giddy, gambling a bit.
Your Tracy says, "What's your fear, Johnny?" But yeah, we've all got them fears.
I'll tell you what my fear is: not getting any fucking tea tonight. I'm still waiting at 10 o'clock.
I'm only afraid of one thing in the world.
It's because I've cleaned the whole house today. I shouldn't have to make my own tea.
Mum,
so I'm holding a protest. A protest about all sorts.
What were you saying, Bill?
Lightning doesn't bother me. Thunder doesn't bother me. If you get hit by lightning, you'll never know what happened. My ex-wife scares the hell out of me, though.
So long as you're wearing something that's got rubber on it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't sit under anything metal.
Smells white for hay fever, not wet white.
That tree's made of wood and it got hit.
Explodes. You get hit with a shrapnel.
See that? You won't even look.
Tracy, I've been buying again, but I ordered this about 2 months ago. Tracy probably know where it is.
One.
Oh.
It's a thing for a sponge plan. You know how we were talking about sponge.
How you little dickhead. She just need me right in the particulars.
Oh dear. No, it were off Amazon at this part nest, and it's had to come from China.
Down.
I don't know. I'd have known at the time, and it were going to take that long. I wouldn't have ordered it. I'd have ordered it somewhere else, but anyway, no, it was from Amazon.
6-stone child, that did me good.
Yeah, I think I could have rode over there and come back by the time it took to come. I must have ordered it 2 months ago, and that's how long it took to come.
Well, my stuff from the car place from Auto Dock is now in the UK, so we're getting there.
From there, wouldn't it be easier to drive over than row over?
Probably, but it's talking metaphorically. Yeah. I could have rode over there quicker. Yeah,
from here we can't drive over unless you got an underwater car. From there you can drive over.
I'll tell you what I did see on news the other night. There's a guy. Hang on a minute. A little bit, just a tiny. Can't hear you very well.
I just thought you were having a quiet night.
Testing.
Yeah, that's better. You see, I put my Ethernet ethic lead in. Because it was saying it were like a connection weren't all that great, so I put my Ethernet lead in with my little.
That made a difference.
It's been a lot better because I think I don't know whether it's to do with weather, thundering and lightning and whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
you know why we're having this weather like this as well? Because we're currently being hit by a sun magnetic storm that we haven't had this strong in years.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hammering the earth at the moment.
Do you ever watch a channel called Suspicious Observers?
It's causing an electromagnetic shift, and that's why weather's acting up.
Johnny, check that channel. It's Suspicious Observers.
This child is driving me nuts. I know, it's got fun.
Testing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
If you don't go to bed in 5 minutes, I'm going to get mad.
But it's sort of, in previous years, we've not had anything like this.
The poles have shifted. We're on a slightly different axis than we've been. And that's what's causing all the bad weather, all the storms, all the electromagnetic.
Hey, baby, I forgot to tell you. You know, like how it comes up on your memories from the photographs. It was 4 years since I had that.
There you go.
Yeah.
But every 200 years, we have a slight shift.
There you go. Now we got a better view.
You got to be careful.
Don't look at the girls back there.
We won't. Just so
Look, they're like two little blobs on the horizon. I mean, you know, I think you're closer to them than what we are.
Just zoom in.
Well, those were butt cheeks. Don't look.
Richard's wanting you to zoom in. Oh dear.
It looks like he's doing a news report, doesn't it? And here we are over to Florida with Bill.
Well, yeah. Now you'll see it's overcast over here, and you'll see butts hanging out over here.
Yeah, well, he's doing weather forecast.
Yeah.
Here's where the ladies' butt cheeks are.
I'm trying to actually, like, give them their own personal thing, trying to stay between, you know.
Richard says you look like like a newsreader or something. You know, you're standing there looking like a newsreader.
Well, yeah, but if I were doing the news, it'd be more like, okay, guys, everybody wants to know what the weather is today. Get your lazy ass up, walk outside, and look. That's the weather.
Today we'll be trailing the shit out of the sky, so we'll be pissing it down tomorrow.
Yeah, it's still cloudy here. It's still raining out over the water.
So you can see how it's blowing your ear. That it's quite breezy as well.
I could go like this.
A storm can go mental.
See, but that's no fun. Then we're just looking at not the beach. But from this angle, I can see the girls that, well, yeah.
But this is the thing. I mean, in America, it's that warm that they have tornadoes and hurricanes and all sorts.
Yeah, it's the only country in the world that gets earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, and the whole shooting match.
But yeah.
Big continent, though, isn't
it? You know what I mean? I mean, we lucky in that respect. I mean, we don't get the warm enough weather to get that sort of thing.
Yeah, about 2.5 months out a year, we can get a bucket and spade out. Rest of the time, we have to.
Do you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. Thunder's just rumbling here.
Batten down the hatches.
That's normal. It's every afternoon.
No, I don't. Last time I got something for now, I was ill. Why don't you just stop being a lazy ass and do what I asked you to do? I've cleaned this house from top. Listen,
Johnny.
She went out for the whole.
Linda.
You have got to think that Tracy is scared of thundering and lightning.
Oh, it's not an excuse.
course it is.
No, it's
She
not.
was. She's
A
not
million,
scared.
a million chances to what? Getting hit by lightning.
It's just one of them things. Like I'm scared shitless to rights.
I'm scared of sharks.
She's exaggerating. She's not that bad, really.
Yeah, I'm not keen on sharks either.
Last thing I need is getting eaten by a shark.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to get eaten by a shark till you go in the ocean. Probably.
That's right. Still terrifying, the thought on it.
Now, the scariest sharks here are called lemon sharks. They don't bite people on purpose, but they do bite people because they run in packs.
But you know what I mean? It's one of these things where, you know, if a person's scared, then yeah, I kind of put it. I know what Tracy's thinking because yeah, she don't like thunder and lightning. You know what I mean? It's just one of these things where, yeah, she don't like thunder and lightning. I don't like heights.
You haven't met my ex-wife. You'd have a new fear.
But yeah, we're having a bit of a dispute here because Tracy put.
I thought Tracy said she was going to walk round to the Chinese instead of phoning something in. She's going to phone something in, so she wouldn't be going out. Or would she be going out to the next door, stepping out to the thunderstorm? I think Johnny was asking if he'd get something made for him. I don't know. And it was who she saying that? Who do you think you're talking to? Is that me or Johnny?
I think she was talking to Johnny. I think probably that's why he's dropped off. But never mind.
That's the best place to be, Bill. Sitting there about 20 miles from it, watching it coming in. It's my favourite seat, watching a storm in the distance.
See, since it always thunders and lightnings in the afternoon here, it's sort of fun in the early evening. You can see the lightning off in the ocean all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Best place I've done that was Med.
You can see that this summit brewing because it's blowing his hair and like it background is.
Actually, it's pretty calm right now.
I think you should go and have a chat.
There's usually a 30-mile-an-hour wind.
His missus won't be very pleased, Richard. He says, I think you should go and have a talk with them women. I says, yeah.
No, we can go talk to him.
Okie dokie then, Johnny.
25. Are you down in Florida then, Bill?
Yeah, Florida Keys, aren't you, Bill?
We're going over here.
Which side is that? About the west side or the east side?
He says on 4th of July weekend, they always go for 3 weeks. I think he said, you know, bro.
Who?
Bill said they always go for 3 weeks. Yeah.
You'll be able to have a paddle. We're paddling.
Yeah, it's better here. You can see the real waves.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Which side are you?
Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy today, but it's usually pretty sunny.
Johnny says
Blackpool, that's for sure.
it's full on above us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some dinger.
I'm sitting here nodding away and I've not even got my fucking camera on. I'm watching
hard
the
to
storms.
get the camera to sit right when you're putting it in the sand.
Yeah.
That's the life, isn't it?
I felt like I was like this.
We've got a beach like that at Scarborough. Well, something similar.
There's one like Blackpool and all.
Our beaches have dirty sewer pipes coming out, so you sat there and you've got nappies and tampons flying past you.
Richard, have you been up the northwest of Scotland and seen the beaches up there?
No, not
towards Skye. They're like white beaches.
I've been to that.
And we were just there a couple of weeks ago.
Where that castle is, Cousin
Huh?
Castle. I don't know where it is, but they were nice beaches.
But that's a nice big fat beach.
Is that a real beach?
Oh yeah, this is good old beach sand.
Have they got them larger things on beach as well, then, Bill? Or is it
Got what?
like loungers? Are you allowed loungers on beach or?
See,
Oh yeah. If we look around, you might see the people down there. Some of them have chairs and stuff, and you go the other direction, and they bring tents and everything.
You lit fires on the beach? We lit beach fires?
Just once. Then you go to jail.
Okay. Got you.
Well, I think that answers
Just
the
once.
question, bro.
That sky looks.
Yeah, you're allowed to do anything you want once.
What's that beach
No.
that all youngsters go to, and when they've sort of done the college and whatever?
Where's that in the
well-
UK?
Yeah, that's right here.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, I locked myself out. That sucks.
Lock yourself out of what?
Hey, Tommy Hanlon, look up Arras Egg up in the west of Scotland. By Fort William, the beaches are white. It's not white with snow.
Is it
Silly.
sand? Is the white sand's white?
The beaches are the sand pure white like snow. You think it was snow, but it's not.
You see, only problem we've got here, Bill, is a lot of our beaches are very pebbly. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I saw that when we were traveling through there.
Yeah, they're very like a lot of the beaches have got like shingles and it's not very good for walking on.
They're all pebbly. The water's filthy. There's sewage pumped into them, and the weather's shit. But other than that, they're great beaches.
And about half of hotels has took up the asylum seekers.
Yeah.
Yep. We stayed on a beach in Wales while we were there for about a week. No, about 5 days. But yeah, and we looked at what they called the beach, and it was like, this is the beach? It's like a festival of rocks.
It all depends where you go in country, Bill, but a lot of them are what I call like shingle, like,
Excuse me.
But
I'll let you
What
know
was impressive was the tide.
What they're like on Arran.
you see, there's a bit of a what's it going off here, Bill, with sewage companies. A lot of them are just dumping raw sewage into sea or into like lakes and things like that. Now, yeah, get mega fined, you know what I mean? But some of them, it's what they say is overspill.
Yeah, every day.
Tommy says, chat, spell it in chat, bro.
Oh, fuck. Asking a dyslexic guy to spell Gaelic fucking beaches. I'll give it a go. It's pronounced Arasag, but it looks Arras Egg. I'll type it out for you, right? From memory. And it's Malag as well. Malag, Mallaig.
Oh,
Mallaig.
I know where the lake is.
But it's pronounced Malag. So Arasag's right next to it, down underneath it, but Mallaig is Mallaig. I think that's it. Am I right, Richard?
Yeah. M-A-L. Might be double L-A-I-G. Could be double L.
There you go. That's what I've done in there. Double L, eh?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That looks right. Yeah, because I went, because they run a steam train and it goes to Mallaig, and the day I went, the damn thing was shut. I thought,
And see, because the beaches are so white, the water's clear for so far out. It looks fucking tropical, like it's not just not wrong.
Yeah, the white beaches make the water pretty.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, these are
pretty
mostly white, but because this whole beach is broken seashells, basically broken into a bazillion tiny pieces.
Hang on a minute. Let me just.
That's the different. That's what Britain's got that as well. It does have a lot of pebbles in that, but it's got everything because of the different lines of geological, like chalk, rock,
Yeah.
whatever the heck, all the way down. It's just such a cake all the way down.
Yeah, as I say,
I
when
don't
we
know.
were in Scotland, we were impressed by the tide, by how far the tide goes in and out. It went like quarter mile. Went,
Because it was so shallow. Aye, such a shallow.
yeah, it's so shallow for such a long time. And where we were at, there was like a little
the
bay.
beat. Hiya, Bria.
Aye, Morecambe and Preston's like that, and Blackpool as well is like that. You could look at the fucking water and it's like 3 miles away from you.
Silver
on the beach.
Sands Beach, Moraw.
I tell you where you never see water, Southport. You can walk forever and you never meet it. You never find the bloody stuff. You end up in Ireland. Walk to Ireland.
Yeah, I tried to be respectful with the camera on the beach, but yeah, the girls that I walked by were like all butt naked.
They were miles away, I've never seen anything. They were a lot further away on camera. They were like specks.
It says the white sandy beaches on the banks of the river Moydart as it enters the south of Arisaig.
Arisaig, aye.
Yeah.
White, that's like...
Then, Bria.
I would wonder why they were so white in the first place, whether it was shells or... Probably is shell.
But this is shells that have been crushed over 1 million years here. So it feels like sand, but it doesn't feel like sand.
If you get in there with a microscope, you could see proper.
The most interesting, we've been to hundreds of beaches because we go to the beaches, once a month at least, someplace, a different one every time if we can. Jacksonville, Florida has white sand, completely white sand, and when you walk on it, you can hear it go scrunch, 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 scrunch. It makes just the weirdest sound.
It's absolutely bouncing here. Is the rain here now? Absolutely bouncing.
You're in Lancashire as well, aren't you? I'm not getting any of that right now.
Absolutely. But I can't suppose you can't hear it coming through my phone. Because I went to open one at windows and I can't open my damn windows.
You're out onto roof and take your shower gel and whatever with you, Richard.
Yeah. Imagine if there's a fire tonight, that's going to be fun.
Where did you say you were roughly, Richard? Roughly?
Sorry?
Did you say you were up at Blackburn?
Near Blackburn, yeah, Oswald Twistle. Oswald Twistle, it's called.
I know, I've been there. My clutch in it that way.
Losing you.
I mean, we've sort of still got it, but you can hear sort of the thunder is in the distance now. So obviously it's moving away from us.
It's moving east away for you.
Pardon?
Say it's moving east away from you.
It just seems to be one big patch of stuff over.
You can hear some thunder now.
Central.
Boom, boom, boom.
But obviously Johnny sort of it's gone his way because he says we're bouncing it down and it were thundering and lightning and.
Yeah, I'm hearing lightning and I'm seeing lightning and thunder here, and I don't even think about it. I'm sitting.
Not necessarily in Southport.
It's not raining.
It goes out 3 miles.
Oh, you can never get to it. You're walking forever. You just give up. You do, and it's bloody awful sand at Southport. It's that dark black stuff. You come back, it's like you've been down a mine.
See all the stuff inland, right? Go on, sorry, Jeanette, when you go.
No, I'm going to say the problem with sea on our beaches, when it comes in, it's like all white frothy stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
like,
bacteria.
you know.
So
yeah, you don't get the pretty blue waves like you get here.
Oh, no. I mean, there is certain
see
places.
All the land at Blackpool. See all the fertile land that they've got at Blackpool? You know, like all the farmland they've got there? Because of all that same stuff that used to be under the sea, as they said in fucking under the sea. But all that land is proper fertile. Everything is grown there. Everything is grown there, and it's flat for miles over at Blackpool, Formby.
I don't know if you guys know it, but on June 10th, they had a special day happen. 99% of the people were being hit by sunshine at the same time.
Oh.
Well, you know, like almost 90% of the people live in the northern hemisphere. And when the sun's on the, like over Poland, basically, it's still kind of hitting America and it's kind of hitting China. And 99% of the people were getting sunshine all at the same time, somewhere between dusk and twilight. But
just a little snippet of useless information, and this sort of might perk Bria up a bit. Yesterday was National Chocolate Day. Yesterday.
Ooh.
That's every day for me.
So yesterday was National. I didn't know about it till today.
Just reminded me. Then I've got a packet of fruits and nuts.
see, that's the trick of being international. I don't know what it was yesterday here.
You know, it's sort of just you know, a snippet of useless information, Bill. You know, yesterday.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Fact.
Hey, another one as well is, let me just, on March the 14th, it's known as Steak and Blowjob Day.
Oh my goodness! Who's done anything to deserve that?
That's unfair that that's only one day a year.
Again, that's every day for me.
Can't remember
I don't get it every
what-
day, but I want it every day.
Definitely can't remember
Yeah.
a blowjob.
Yeah, so yeah, on 14th of March.
I've had a steak today.
Huh? Just
There
waiting
was
on
no
that blowjob.
And sort of just to prove it to you, I actually downloaded.
Wait. Stop. Are you sure we want to go here?
Downloaded what?
No. It's sort of quite. It's just, yeah. It's not pornographic, but it's.
Then you're doing it wrong.
I've got it here somewhere.
Explanatory.
Yeah.
Oops. This is like fucking one of these books I read when I was in first year.
Dick and Dora.
I'll make sure I tell my wife that it's today.
Because somebody told us it was Steak and Blowjob Day. I think it was Gordo, and we didn't believe him. So when I came across it, I downloaded it just to prove.
I've got to buy some steaks.
Brush your teeth.
That boat sailed, baby, in March.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh dear, I can't find it. I'm not so.
If I told my wife it was today, she'd say, again?
What would you do if she put a strap on?
It's like, I'm sorry, you've reached an unlisted number.
Uber out there indoors doesn't like giving them. Oh well.
Oh well. You're
But yeah,
lost.
put it in your diaries. March the 14th is officially Steak and Blowjob Day.
What if you're a vegetarian?
I don't know.
I'll get the old knife out.
Tofu and Blowjob Day.
Cornflakes will do. Cornflakes and a blowjob will do.
Chris says I'm putting a reminder on my phone so it dings when it. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't believe it, but I saw a picture of it and I thought, well, I've got to download it.
Yep.
Just to prove to everybody that it was like a pair of panties, and it says 14th of March officially Steak and Blowjob Day. There you go.
Gotcha. July 8th. Got it.
Yeah, Gaffer says 24th of April is Chocolate and Cunnilingus Day. Oh, 14th of April. Bria says, can't it be Steak and Chocolate Day? But yeah, you know, just a few snippets of useless information there for you guys to mark down on your calendar.
Oh, it's all
July 8th. Got it.
It's a right lot's use to me. I live on my bloody own. I can do the steak bits.
I hope you'll have to get your Polish cleaner to do other bit.
Yeah. I'd have to hope that March the 14th falls on a Sunday.
No, but yeah,
If there was ever a holiday that deserved the whole month,
yeah.
You've got a Polish cleaner.
Yeah. She
What's his
Only
name?
comes on a Sunday.
I was going to say, what's his name?
I don't know. she happens to dancing against my door every Sunday morning.
Are you awake, Mr. Richard?
She bang, bang, bang on door. First Sunday I spent in this flat, I thought, what the bloody hell's this?
Just leave it open next time.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, Puff says just choke on a carrot if you're a vegetarian on that day. But
Well, my doctor says I'm a vegetable, so.
yeah, you know what I mean. It the sort of a certain day for us ladies. You know,
What do you want? What do you want in this special day? Seeing as we're at this subject, what would you like the most in a special day?
You can have February 29th.
That's
once every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We've got steak and blowjobs, right? You don't have to try and be up there the same as that. Obviously, women have got different mindsets. They want different things. Flowers and chocolate.
Treat your wife to chocolate day.
Do the dishes, yeah.
See, that's...
I don't know.
Exactly. See, that's why we don't bother, because you don't know what you want.
Bro.
How are we meant to know what you want when you don't even know what you want?
No, I'm just saying, you know, men get steak and blowjob day. So
because we know what we want. We know exactly what we want. What do you want, darling? Steak and a blowjob.
What?
What do you say?
Cabbage and fanny day.
There you go. Is that what you'd like? Bubble and squeak.
Squeak. Right. Yeah. Bordeaux fart. Gaffer says look it up.
144 April cake.
No, it says 14th of April. I think he's been a bit trigger happy.
Okay. Cunnilingus Day. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee.
There you go. Cunnilingus is the act of touching anyway. I won't bother reading all that. You get it. Oh, we have it. Hello.
Oh, there is. Tommy says the woman who has everything and wants for nothing. Well done, Mr. Pixie. There's an International Female Orgasm Day.
Oh my God.
There you go. Right, let's have a look.
That must be on a Thursday.
July the 6th. Put in this in your diary. International Kissing Day. That's on the 6th of July. Oh, we missed it.
Just missed it. Again, not much use to me living on my own.
Yeah. 21st of January is National Hugging Day.
All right.
There you go.
The fine one. See?
Yeah, 28th of May is National Masturbation Day.
What the day? That's 28th day.
That's 28th of May.
That's every day.
Yeah, found it. Steak and Blowjob Day, March 14th. Steak and Blowjob Day is a satirical, unofficial holiday created in the United States as a male response to Valentine's Day and celebrates a month later There you go.
Sainsbury's car park. Yeah, when's International Dogging Day?
So it is
If that's a month,
blowjob day, but America's got a lot to answer for that one.
If it's a month after Valentine's Day, that means you did it wrong.
We do everything that after Americans. We do everything that they do in America first.
Yeah, you wait and see if it hurt when we did it.
Listen. The Cake and Cunnilingus Day is in response to the Steak and Blowjob Day. So, see, Steak and Blowjob Date's 14th of March, and the Cake and Cunnilingus Day is on the 14th of April. Well, there you go.
Got it. July 8th.
Hey, Bert.
Tommy says, are you reading off the official Bill Clinton site?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
No, she's saying day, not month. Her administration. Hey, you gotta. It's like Bill Clinton did what a president might do, but he could have done better for picking the other half of this equation.
Milana Lewinsky.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like, please.
She made good sandwiches.
She did something.
Well, all Puff says she's not had
How's your father?
a year and a half.
Don't it show off? Fuck's sake.
So she says she's a born-again virgin.
I've got the biggest fucking, what do you call it? Contraceptive, an 8-year-old. It's an into any fucking sex at all. Dad!
What day did your sex steak and blowjob were? March the 14th.
14th of March.
All right.
8th of July for me and...
Come on, baby.
Well. Watch them, they're underrated. They might rip a fucking tendon.
Oh, dear. So he sorted steak bit out, and now he's sorted blowjob bit out as Richard.
Right. We're on full power and we're away.
You don't want that attachment though fitting, Richard.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, I don't. Word of advice: take that attachment off first.
Oh, it takes you closer to the fucking spinning fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everybody hide your hoovers. Hey, I've got an Henry.
Henry. All right.
An Henry.
I had a Henrietta. Pink Henrietta.
Did you wear Hetty as well?
Was it Hetty?
James,
Sorry, it
how
was
are you?
Hetty.
Oh, hey, notice we're talking,
James.
saucy stuff, and James happens to come in.
Right in now.
Teasing us now, Richard. According to Google, roses are doing away with 4 flavours, but they're bringing 4 flavours back.
Well, we only get rid of them toffee coins. Jesus Christ.
I like them.
No?
I like them. Not bad.
More of the purple ones.
See the long straight ones?
I love them.
They're a bit tough.
Yeah,
I like them toffee fingers.
I think they're a bit tougher than the coins. The coins are a bit
the
softer.
green triangles and the purple ones with Brazil nuts in.
I like the green rectangles.
Just like green triangles, and I like the one with the purple ones. I'm a caramel fan myself, so I like them long fingers and note to do with caramel. Not so fussed on jaw. Yeah.
Aye, and the coconut one, the blue one, the coconut, I'm not too keen on that. It's a bit yuck. It's not like a Bounty. It's a different type of fucking coconut-based confectionery. I'd like to go into a Belgium chocolate shop.
Ooh.
Probably in Belgium. That would be great.
No, we did that. It's not better than any place else.
No?
It really isn't.
Now, you see, the thing is, Chris worked at Cadbury's in Sheffield. It's Mondelez now, but he also used to do in conjunction with Bassett's, you know, the wine gums and
All
Trebor
sorts.
mints and extra strong mints. And
Brown
this
fingers.
is no word of a lie, a great big square 2-litre tub of roses for about £3.
Huh.
Now, Chris likes the strawberry ones, Tommy.
I like the strawberry ones, aye. I don't mind the orange ones. That's the soft. It's like a soft fondant inside there, the two of them. I don't mind that. Gets a bit sickly after the 12th one, but
oh, Miss Chick says there in Middle. We've already had it, Miss Chick, so it must be sort of sweeping your way. See you later, Bria. Manchester, I think.
Finance says it's Quality Street, them purple ones are in it, triangles, not roses.
all right.
The roses do one with hazelnut in, with like a soft.
That's another one, like the wee humpback one in the what sheet, sir.
Yeah, roses have buggered them up because they put them in them funny wrappers. So you've got more wrapping in tub than actual chocolate.
Was it not that you used to have the Quality Street, the women packet with the women's face on it were the soft ones, and the one with the soldier on it were the hard ones, and they were all wrapped in paper?
Yeah. The course make way for 3 originals to return and 1 exciting chocolate flavour. Orange cream, strawberry cream, peppermint cream, and passion fruit delight. There you go.
Peppermint cream, aye.
All being added to the Cadbury Roses lineup.
The peppermint cream sounds the best out of those 4. Maybe what was the last one with the fancy name? Super duper fondant.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Peppermint cream crunch, hazelnut cream crisp, white raspberry and dark mocha nugget are getting the axe. I've even heard of half of them.
Real chocolate in Sainsbury's, a bar of chocolate.
Passion fruit roses might be interesting.
Really, it's the best chocolate I've ever tasted, but it's bloody expensive. It's called Tony's chocolate. Have you seen it?
No.
What?
It's called Tony's chocolate.
Never heard of them.
Just try to remember. Do you ever see them in the petrol station? They're like hazelnut bars, and they're a German name, like Rutschgar or something, or Rutger. And see when you open them up and turn them upside down, it's just hazelnut, hundreds of hazelnut. You can see it's just full of it. Every bite, you're getting about 3 hazelnuts.
Little do.
Here's one for you, Richard.
Shite. What's that, a bar of chocolate? Shite?
Yeah.
It's a bar of shite, mate.
It's a bar of shite.
£50. That shite tastes great.
Well, these are on offer £1 in Sainsbury's, these bars today.
There's a test for all chocolate heads, man.
Chocolate, so I doubt it will be shite.
I won't be shite.
I dare anybody to try the Marmite chocolate. It's a lover of chocolate, right? I didn't like it, and I finished the bar. Been about 4 months. Big chunky bar, and it was Marmite. Somebody sat it in front of me as a joke and says, "Have a bit of chocolate," and I sat there eating it away, and then the taste crept in. I was like, "Whoa, what is that, man?" I read the packet. I was like, "Marmite, shit." Kept going back to it though. Every time I popped in for a visit, I'd crack a wee bit off and eat it.
Apparently, the guy that invented the shite chocolate is Canadian. Right, Tommy says, Bill, while you're here, is there a most common size silicon fuel line for strimmers?
Yes, there is.
I need to order some now about diaphragms.
Yeah, if you order diaphragms, there's like 5 different sizes of diaphragms. They all look the same, but you want to order. It's like I order in kits that come with like 5 each of 5 different diaphragms. They'll look very similar, but the little nub at the bottom that touches the fuel regulator, that rocks the fuel regulator, is a different size for the metering diaphragm. It's a different length. So you want to get all of them and then check the length.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Tommy.
And the fuel line, it's very much specific to the weed eater. About half of them have a smaller return line than they have a fuel in line, but sometimes it's reversed.
Down to the size of the nipple.
No, it's true.
I have no
really
idea
is.
what Bill's just been talking about, but
Well, you've got an inner diameter and an outer diameter. And the inner diameter you want to fit on the carburetor, but you want to make sure for a trimmer that the outer diameter is large enough to fit snugly into the tank, or you'll leak gas. So you get kits with like 5 different sizes, and you'll use all 5 sizes eventually.
Oh, I hope that answers your question, Tommy.
Yeah, I can't see the comments.
You see, I'm going back to Miss Chicken. She says passion fruit roses might be interested. I've never tasted passion fruit because it's just the look of it that puts me off.
And something weird is a Coke can. If you look at the little symbol here, that looks exactly like a metering diaphragm gasket. And it's almost the right size. You could almost cut it out of the can and use it. Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah, Tommy says, okay, thanks. So order a selection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll use them all. If you're doing more than one, you'll use them all. And if you're doing your own, it's still cheaper than buying a weed eater. Because it's like $6 to get 5 different sizes and get like 4 feet of each.
But we see it going back to the chocolate subject. At Christmas, we always have heroes, roses, and celebrations. Not too keen on Quality Street, but if that's all they've got in, then I'll get Quality Street. But
they'll be selling them next month, probably for Christmas.
Probably.
It's kind of with celebrations, you always end up with a bloody load of bounties left. Heroes, sorry, might be heroes, but one of them anyway.
I quite like bounties actually. Krista don't like them, so yeah, we do get stuck with bounties.
It's just there's a certain stuff they put through it. They must put them through the coconut, makes it taste a wee bit even more sweeter.
Well, I was looking at a recipe for homemade bounty, but it wouldn't be worth me doing it because Chris don't like coconut.
Yeah, I love coconut.
Chris, don't you see?
Yeah, well, I was raised here. This is where I was originally raised. We moved here when I was like 7 years old, but I made a bunch of bad decisions and ended up not living here anymore. But coconuts literally grow on trees here. All the trees you see along here, these are coconut trees.
Yeah.
Coconuts grow on them, and they cut them off before they get too big here for fear of them falling on somebody's head.
You want 225 grams of sweetened flaked coconut, 200 grams of sweetened condensed milk, 62 grams of icing sugar, and it says 340 grams of dark chocolate chips. But we don't like dark chocolate.
I don't know if you can see it from here. But that tree is full of coconuts.
But yeah, that's the picture of them.
A big stick and knock them done.
There's dozens of them. And they're all bigger than your head.
But yeah, you know, if you're partial to bounty, then
the real bounties,
that's them. You know, them baked cheesecakes.
Aye.
Yeah, that were on ITV this morning, and they made their own caramel sauce as well.
I've got to push on. It's just about dinner time for me.
Okie dokie then, Bill. Thanks for popping up, and I appreciate it.
Cheers, Bill.
Yeah,
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, I've nice rest holiday.
Yeah, we got 8 days to go here. Don't
do anything I wouldn't do.
So basically, I can do anything I want. You know, my wife actually, in one of the little stores here, she got me a little sticker with, I don't know if you know Calvin and Hobbes.
No, I do, huh? The tiger.
Yeah, has a little picture of a Calvin, and he's going, with his face, and it says, life is short, play naked.
Yeah.
Tommy says they were on beach where they filmed that old Bounty Bar add-on. It's in Crete. Ooh.
Calvin and Hobbes.
But yeah. Them homemade Bounty Bars is easy enough to make if you like that sort of thing. You see, it won't be worth me making it because Chris don't like coconut. Although, sod him, I could make it just for me and Callum.
Yeah. Right, happy 14th to everybody.
Oh dear. But anyway.
I'm going to go upstairs, say, hey, hon, you're not going to believe what day it is.
A calendar, check it back.
Again.
Check what's happened again. There's only one way to go back to the future.
I can fake a calendar. I just never thought to put that day on it.
It's official. It's 14th of March.
Just tell
me in a little while anyway.
Tell her you've got a time machine down your pants. And take her back to the future.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was saying. There were a program on, and this guy had built the DeLorean Back to the Future car, even flux capacitor. And somebody rigged car with him, and they says, you know, I bet you get some strange look. He says, well, believe it or not, he says, I'm going to pick kids up from school in it. He's got the Jurassic Park Land Rover thingamajig. What other one he's got? Oh, that Transformers Volkswagen Beetle as well. He's sort of like collects movie cars.
Couple of quid down there.
Hey, honey, you're not going to believe what day it is. Okay, gotta go.
Goodbye. Have a good one, Bill. Congratulations, Mrs. Bill.
Don't believe him. It's been and gone.
That's why I've got earphones in. I'll see you later.
See you later, Bill. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that ship's been and gone. You have to wait till next year now.
He's got an extra calendar sitting there. You get you laced with some vodka or Malibu or something. Like it's 14th, love. Steak and drone day.
Yeah, but yeah, it's sort of it's one of these things. It's sort of yeah. I mean, the Jurassic Park one was just basically. I don't know, a Freelander, but it's got all Jurassic Park, you know, stickers and everything on. And
is it, what colour is it? The yellow and green kind of thing?
Yeah,
like Jurassic and red writing.
Yeah. Because I was saying to Chris, I says, I bet one that he ain't got worked Dream Machine.
What's that?
That's Scooby Doo.
That's Mystery Machine.
Oh, the fan, Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine, that's it.
There was one on YouTube the other day. The A-Team van was pulling a trailer with a General Lee on the back of it.
But
what was that?
It's all right. Johnny says, I finally got to sleep. This weather's too hot for us. I'll stay in chat. I'll go in. But
the A-Team van with a General Lee on a trailer. And the guy was leaning out the front seat like that to the guy filming it. Yep. Got the two of them. See that if all cars, remember the Batmobile that Adam West drove with Robin? Who was Robin's name again? Warren something, was it not his real name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Real name
The
of Batman were
Adam West. Yeah, and the dude next to him, was it not a W his name started with? Was it not Warren?
I can't remember it. That's Mystery Machine, look.
Yeah. That's a modern one, isn't it?
Yeah. There's all sorts of variations of it.
Jane Silent Bob, they use one. Which
there's one here that's like a light blue colour, look. Now that, to me, isn't original, if you know what I mean. Burt Ward.
Burt Ward, thanks, partner. See the car they used for the Mystery Machine, it is a certain vehicle. Like the A-Team van's a GMC, whatever that is. GMC in the front of it, the same as the DeLorean. I know that's got a GMC badge in the front of it.
General Motors Company, something like that.
Yeah. But there's a name that A-Team van has as well. Partner still put it right in there. But the Mystery Machine, that'll be a certain type of Dodge or something like that. Like the.
Do you know something, bro? You were reading my mind because I've just been looking up A-Team van.
I had a remote control one of them. Aye, that model as well, the old version, with the grey roof. It was all black.
But yeah, that's A-Team van. GMC, that was GMC as well. Vandura.
That's the name. Vandura.
Yeah, the GMC Vandura.
The Mystery Machine was 1966 Ford Ecoline.
Ford Ecoline?
Yeah.
Early examples of the van had a red GMC logo on the front grille.
Aye, and the later one had a grey roof at the separation on the line. The bottom half was black and the top half was grey. I think the full blacked out one was like main Knight Rider stuff. Except B.A. Baracus was behind it and he couldn't fly.
It says it's a common error that the van is said to be all black, whereas in fact the section above the red stripe is metallic grey.
Ah, I'm sure
this error was even continued on most toy models of the van. The angle of the rear spoiler can also be seen to vary on different examples of the van. And it says some variations have actually got a sunroof as well.
Sure, there was a girl as well. It was an A-Team for about the first couple of episodes or series, wasn't it? The wee good-looking girl that hung about with him. There was Murdoch, Face, Hannibal, B.A. and a woman at the back.
Yeah, you can actually get to drive one of 18 vans, and it says a driving experience. GMC Vandura driving experience.
Let's say about 300 quid for an hour and a half or something.
No idea. I'm just having a look. There's one in Wales, London, Leicestershire, Derbyshire. This one in Derbyshire is 100 quid. Well, £99.
For about a couple of laps, maybe.
No idea. I'll have a look.
I've seen one. There's
Premium
one
double classic car special offer. Arrival and sign on, in-car safety briefing with an experienced instructor. Up to 20 minutes driving your first classic car. Up to 20 minutes driving your second classic car. Free adult admission for you and a guest to be, yeah. So you can
They're it. Giving somebody a shot at a car, they've just passed, they're not passed their test yet. Here, take this out on the track first. And then go and play your lessons.
Drivers must hold a full manual UK or equivalent international driving licence.
Oh, well, that's that one at the window. So you've got to have your
Minimum
legs
height,
first.
you've got to be at least 5 foot. Maximum height is 6.5 feet. Maximum weight 18 stone.
More than me.
Spectators are welcome. Entry tickets for spectators to gain admission can be purchased in advance or on the day. But yeah, there you go.
We've got a wee small racetrack near us, Three Sisters it's called. We're charging like a pamphlet to drive a Ferrari or something for
Ooh,
350
this one.
for six laps.
Well, how about that one, look?
What's that? You need to keep a wee bit of light on. Is that a taxi? An old taxi?
It's the Drive Dad's Car Experience. It's 65 quid.
Got an old
Take a trip
Austin or
down
something?
memory lane with this one-of-a-kind classic car driving experience. Drive Dad's, Mum's, your first car, or even the car you always wanted. So that one looks like a Jag. Ooh.
Right, Gordo, how we do?
Hi, Gordo.
Hello, Gordo.
I mean, Partners might know what car that is. I've not got a
Can hardly see it, man.
Can't see it.
Looks a bit like a Wolseley or something there, doesn't it? It looked a bit like a Maxi.
No idea. Don't actually say. British classics to choose from include Austin Allegro, Austin Maestro,
Allegro, they were classic shit.
Morris Ital Mini, Austin Metro, Morris Minor.
You've listed
Austin,
about
yeah, Partners,
every
Austin
classic.
Allegro.
Bloody awful.
I was still waiting for the classic to come out there. That.
Classic
When you said Jensen
Austin
Interceptor or something, that'd be
1300
alright.
GT, Ford Fiesta, Ford Escort, Ford Cortina, Ford Capri, Ford Sierra, Ford Granada, Vauxhall Chevette, Vauxhall Astra, Vauxhall Cavalier, Austin 7. Yeah, here's one. Reliant
That was the
Robin.
Austin 7. See the one, the old
Reliant
car that you've
Robin.
seen? That was the Austin 7, I think was the old one. I thought it was a taxi.
Starts with the word
I know
Austin.
what this one is. I know what this one is. It's Ilman Imp, that one.
Yeah.
That was partly made up in Paisley in Sunderland.
Yeah, that's at Ilman Imp, that one. Why is that 129 quid?
It's dearer.
Yeah.
Because it's a proper wee classic, man. I don't know what prices they come in at, man. They must be expensive. Hellman Imps. Even though the size of a matchbox. And you look at it carefully to see what weighs the front.
I'm laughing at Gordo, which says Mrs. G didn't order anything for Amazon yesterday, so the delivery driver knocked on the door to see if we're okay.
Nice.
Hey, oh, that's me, Gordo. I did have something delivered that I've been waiting like 2 months for.
The flan.
The imp was assembled at Linwood to provide the locals with employment.
Aye.
We missed your OR partners.
That's what the
Employment.
workplaces normally do, innit? They provide workplace to the locals.
Wow.
But they fucking fucked it up, partners, by nicking all the parts. There was more parts left in pockets than there was sold at the the shop floor. Took everybody had a Hellman Imp and spare wheels.
You
spare
spelled
parts.
it wrong.
What?
No,
The
it's
imp
spelled employment wrong. It's put employment. It's Mr. OR.
It was a good massive infrastructure up there next to Glasgow Airport, railway lines to take the cars directly down back to Sunderland, I think it was. or Wolverhampton. I don't know what one it was. I don't really care.
It would have been cheaper to send them down to the Coventry. Send them to Coventry to assemble the cars.
Aye, but you need to feed your whole country, right enough, partners. Employment. Because the shipyards had just been shut down, so they had to put some sort of employment back up that way. Because we built all the ships that fucking conquered the world in the Clyde at one point.
Right in Coventry. Wherever that is, never even heard of it.
That's where they were transporting them to. It wasn't Sunderland or that. It would have been to Coventry. And it was a fucking mad distance. Coventry to Paisley.
Pardon me. You had your thunderstorm partners. Did it come your way? I think my dad had one of them Ilman imps. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it says factory's long gone.
The factory? No, the storm. I think he's talking about the storm's long gone.
Oh well. But yeah, you know, I mean, most things. I mean, it's like they were, in Nottinghamshire, there were this big hoo-ha about this, this factory opening up. I forget where it is now. It weren't Suzuki. It were
Honda, Nissan, Mitsubishi.
Yeah. Anyway, and you know, everybody were clambering to get a job, but then it's sort of, you know, they sort of were sending it overseas to do the actual building.
It's like the big beluga aircraft that you see flying over. It's an Airbus and it's got a swollen front end. It's huge, big.
Yeah. I've seen them. Yeah.
That goes from Chester to, I think it's Hamburg or Stuttgart, to bring wings across for the A380. Now the huge big jetliner that's got the 4 wings. Parts are getting built in Chester, are getting assembled in Chester, put on the beluga, through back to Stuttgart. So there's a service going back and forward just for that beluga aircraft, and they've got 5 different belugas doing that shuttle run. So every now and then I'll see the beluga floating by at really slow speeds. And that's all they're designed to do, is to take parts away over there instead of building it all at one place.
Yeah. I mean, it defies logic, that does, really. I mean, it's like, when I first left school, there were a lot of factories. And obviously I went straight into a factory, you know, like sewing machinists. But they are very, very, very few and far between, because they were finding that, he's on about storms. Yeah. They were finding that it was cheaper to have, you know, a sweatshop in India make them than what, you know what I mean?
It was that thing where you say it's cheaper, right? If the people over in that area didn't have unions, because everyone you employed in your country mouthed off about how shit the conditions were. So you had to fucking constantly deal with the striking and that. So, do you know, they just went, do you know what? Fuck the fucking nation. If they can't just sit and do a job without moaning, let's take it over to China.
But this is the thing. I mean, it were like, if
let's say people don't want to work in this country now.
Yeah, there were a rally factory in Nottingham. I mean, you know, that's long gone now. You don't hear much about that. But what I'm saying is, when I sort of first started, like at 16 and a half, you could pick and choose where you worked. You know, let's say, for instance, you went out of a job on a Friday, you could, you know, go back into it and walk into another one on the Monday.
Change your jacket and do another job.
Problem is now that people don't want, young'uns now don't want a job. They don't want to do it. They want money to come to them for now.
See the thing back then, when you walked into any job, there'd been about fucking 20 foremen or 20 guys ready to teach you. Just go here, come over here, and I'll show you. Or come over here, mister, I'll show you how to do that right. Whereas nowadays, there are none of that. Folk are walking into jobs and they're getting asked, great, going over and sort out that. And they're just walking over and going, fuck.
It was like when I first started with it, they were like how can I put it? Like a beginner's school where they'd be probably 5 or 6 of you, new starters, and they train you up, if you know what I mean. And once they were confident that you know, knew what you were doing, then you'd move on to main factory floor. You know what I mean? But they just don't, they want people straight in a job that is experienced. Now, in order to get that experience, they've got to give people a chance. That's the problem that Callum's having.
Yeah.
You go into like interviewers, they want you to be experienced because they don't want to train you up. You know, that's let's face it, that's top and bottom of it. They don't want to train you. They want you to walk straight into a job, have the experience, so they ain't got to pay out to train you.
And take somebody off a job that's earning to train you.
We
I get 20.
And they don't understand that, you know, when you production and manufacturing, there's a lot of mundane jobs involved, you know, where it's repetitive. You know, somebody might order 500 things that just want one bloody hole drilling in. I mean, it's crap, it's boring, but at the end of the day, somebody has to do it. And they come, young uns, and after they've done about 30 of them, they just lose interest and they're bugging about doing other things and just not doing the job. You know what I mean?
Says we've got a union at work, but we're not allowed to join. Well, what's the point in having a union if you're not allowed to join it? Yeah. God says I remember getting sacked from a job on Wednesday, walking 2 doors down and starting a job next day. And that's what I'm saying, sort of way back when, you know what I mean? Like I said, the job that I did were more of a specialised job. But you were like trained to do every single job in that factory. If
you were doing that job, what you're doing, you were qualified to do everything else underneath. So you could,
But you know
like
what I mean?
Shop steward,
the years that I've spent in factories, over the years, you pick these jobs up. You know what I mean? Because sort of, let's say, for instance, the job that I were doing, if we hadn't got any work, they'd move you on to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until your job had got work. So over the years, you learned to, you know, like lock stitch and overlocking and twin needle and you know, all that crap. But it's like and they didn't actually learn you. They just says, you know, can you do this? Yeah, can you do this job?
Especially if you've got someone in front of you doing it properly, it should only take you about 5 minutes. Especially when they say, right, try and do that now. And if they say, right, watch this bit, you're doing that a wee bit wrong. Everything else is good.
Yeah, the thing about being a machinist is it's not just about the machine in itself. You've got to learn from scratch how to thread it all up and what goes where, and you know what I mean? It's not just sitting at a machine and sewing. You've actually got to learn.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's about, you know,
technique and a lot of technique involved.
Because you see, the machine I worked has got like 6 normal threads, and then it got like 2 nylon threads. So in all, it's got 8 threads. But you've got to know how to thread that machine up, change your needles and everything like that. You know, it just weren't about the machining. It was about learning, I guess, the machine inside out. Yeah.
See, when you operate a lathe, you ever operated a lathe and technical fucking drawing or woodwork or something like that? You know what a lathe is, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever operated one?
No.
No, it looks really scary, right? But it's really easy to work with. It just looks like this mad machine with hundreds of fucking twiddly bits on it, but it's really simple when you start working it. And once you get to know the machine, to somebody walking in and seeing you working on a lathe, they'll be like, what the fuck, man, how do you know how to work this? And it would take you a day to work a lathe properly, and you'd be away.
That's it. And it's basically in the same sort of thing that I'm talking about. Yeah, it's not just about sitting at a machine. It's about, you know, threading it all up. Let's say, for instance, you'll be working away, not taking any notice of your threads, and it all sort of run through. You've got to learn how to, you know, right from your thing, how to sort of.
See, you mentioned threads.
Threads.
What, the app?
Oh, God.
Is he listening to somebody else's?
Yeah. Don't put in where you know, and you don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, if ever, you know, if ever you were sort of not taking any notice and that thread run right through your machine, you've got to go right from thing right, you know, right way through and learn how to thread it all up.
Yeah. But it takes a professional to fucking work on it like it's easy. And to make it look easy, and then folk think that it's easy and they walk in and go off.
Yeah, that's it. But the only reason why a person can make it look easy is if they've learned to do that from sort of scratch, if you know what I mean. And it's similar to what you're saying about the lathe. You know what I mean? I've never operated one, and it does look complicated. But once you learn the whats and wherefores of the actual lathe, then, you know, you
your muscle memory and all that kicks in. But
yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. When I first started working, I'd cut like a beginner's school, if you know what I mean. And that's what they taught us in that beginner's school. Not just, you know, the art of what you're sewing, but how to change your needles, how to change your threads, how to thread it all up and everything.
Sure, though.
Get dressed. I'm stroking biscuit. Yeah, I can see you're off. Get dressed.
Put your clothes on.
Yeah, Mystic says it's something to do with the way they pay us at customer services, but the people in manufacturing and shipping can join union. But isn't that a bit unfair?
What we've started doing at work, we always used to put adverts in paper. Well, not in paper, in that Indeed website.
That's what Callum uses.
For time served.
Indeed.
Welders, fabricators, you know, and you know, machinists, and they come and they were no good. So now what we've started doing is taking young uns on and you know, teaching them rather than messing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's learning them a trade, Richard. It's learning. Richard says if we live closer, he'd set you on, no problem.
I'd give you a job if you live near it, because I mean it'd be mundane and boring, but that's how everybody starts. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't, you know, you've got, when you first start as a 16-year-old or 17 or whatever, you're going to be doing.
You're not expected to know. You're not expected to have any experience at that age at all. Unless you're in the
I said this to him the other night. I said he'll sleep on your sofa, Richard.
We have a young lad now who started working for us, and he's about 17. He's at college, and he cuts metal up and saws it, drills holes in it, and gets it ready for welding. And he has done some welding. And as soon as he says, "Well, you know, his welding's good enough," we'll let him actually weld stuff. And you know, it progresses from there. We've had a lad he's worked for us 5 years now, and he was same, just started as a college person, and now he's time served and he's on top money now.
But this is the thing, Richard. It just takes such as your company just to give people a chance. And a lot of the jobs that Callum's been going for, you know, have you got this experience? Have you got that experience? Well, no, because nobody's, you know, took time of day to give him a chance. Yeah. Bordeaux says he got fired, and he says he was training his replacement that were leading up to my firing, a young Polish young'un. But this is it. It's they're willing to work for less pay.
Yeah. So there's none of that at our place. The reason why our place is so it's good to work for is because it's only a small firm. You know what I mean? We're only small. There's only at the most, when we've got like a full crew, there's only 18 of us. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, Richard. It's them small places that are willing to put the time and effort in to train these young uns up.
But we're not like, you know, some places they just treat you like dogs. Well, it's not like that at our place. When weather's warm, our Ian, who owns it, he just nips around going to Sainsbury's and buys a load of boxes of ice lollies and magnums and God knows how many places to that.
No.
And sometimes on a Thursday he'll say, "Come on, let's call it a do," and bugger off like 3 hours early.
How close is your work to the train station?
Hiya, Woody.
On the train station, it's literally it's less than a 5-minute walk anyway. It's 100 yards from train station as a crow flies.
And it would come from Bolton Wanderers Stadium, Norwich?
No, it's a Philly line. It's Philly line. It's the one that crosses from Colne to Preston.
Right.
But,
so would that be?
They're all right. I mean, and you know, the wages are all right, and you're not treated like a number. Most of the big firms, do this, do that. You know what I mean? It's just shit. Well, it's not another dark place. You know what I mean?
It's in essence, Richard. It's treating them like a human being and being respectful.
You're not just a number on a page.
Yeah.
I mean, in all time I've worked there, I've never heard Howard Ian raise his voice to anybody ever, and he's had good reason to, and I've never heard him do it yet. And he set up that business in 1987. You know what I mean? I hope.
You'll see that there.
I've never heard him shout at anybody yet.
What do you mean?
No, he's on the back. It's his brother's factory.
Oh, you would if I were him, eh? I'll buy them up for electronic.
We've had some real bad asses. I mean, we had one lad, and he come. It's only about 2 months back, and he said he were a good welder. We weld lots of aluminium, and welding aluminium's pretty hard. You know, you've got to be. If you're good at it, you're good at it. If you're not good at it, it's no use. And he said he were brilliant, and he weren't. And at dinner times, he weren't sitting in his car smoking wacky backy. Well, that's not good. You can't do that. You know, you just can't do that. You know,
false. That's false advertisement.
You know, it's like, you know, you just can't do that. You know, what you do in your own time's great, but you can't be having wacky backy and you're doing a break. You know what I mean? And coming back with eyes like missiles in snow. So we have to go.
It's like I say, Richard, there's a time and a place. I mean, it's like, you know, you can't really like that. That's some like a bit of a, you know.
You've had a load like that. A load that have...
This was the thing. Like when we worked in the factory, if let's say it were Christmas and it were last day and it were last sort of shift, you could go out and you could do whatever, but they would not tolerate you going back and operating the machinery if you'd had a drink.
That's fair enough. That's common sense, though, is that?
Yeah.
Common sense. We've had
you know what I mean? It's yeah. I mean, even like a sewing machine, you know, you can get your fingers under needle or whatever. It could be really dangerous. But yeah, that was one thing that they used to say, you know, like same as I've just said, what you do in your own time's your own business, but just don't come to work if you've been on piss.
I always say at our place, I mean, there's been quite a few sacked, but you've got to be bad to be sacked because, you know, and we've probably had, in the last 6 months, we've probably had about 4 been sacked. So, you know, and it's all been drink or drugs. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gordo says the boss were a real coward and a bully. He used to bully people, but because I wouldn't stand for his shite, he was a coward. That's why he fired me on the shop floor. But this is it. That you know that's a bully all over. You know what I mean? Because you stand up to him. Yeah.
And we've had people come who've had problems, personal problems, and we alter their hours to suit their needs. You know what I mean? So we do these hours, whatever's better for you, do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You're very amenable as a company.
Yeah. I mean, and most of the people a large amount of people who work there get a van to go home into it. They're not even paying for bloody fuel. You know what I mean?
That's it. They're onto a good thing.
But yeah, we get people come and they blow it. I just can't. The last one, he got fired, and it was unusual, really, but he just spent too much time in toilets.
He'd probably sit there on his phone.
Heroin. No, I'd be smoking heroin. Chasing a dragon in there.
Yeah, he weren't drinking and he weren't taking drugs out, but he must have just been going in the toilet and sitting up pots and playing on his phone or something. God knows, but he was gone for 20 minutes at a time, and he'd do this every 2 hours. And Arian said, "Look," he says, I can't have somebody, you work it out over a day, how much I'm paying him and how much time is being lost in being in the toilet." He said, "He's going to have to go. He's driving me mad. I can't go up this. I can't do this."
Well, basically, he were wanting to get paid, but didn't want to do the work that he were getting paid to do.
And the phones has been the biggest problem with a lot of young ones we've had. They'll do 5 minutes work and then that's it. You'll see them and they're there on the phones, and he's not saying you can't answer your phone, right? That's not the way it is. But if you're stopping work and spending 10 minutes on Facebook, that's not good when you're getting paid to do a job.
I look at it this way: there's a time and a place. You break or you didn't break. That kind of, Facebook or whatever.
It's like it's been hot lately, really hot in afternoons. So he said, "Well, if you want, come in early and go home early." You know what I mean? Simple as that. Just alter the hours. Anybody who wants to stay on normal hours, stay on normal hours. Do what you want. As long as you do your hours that you're set to do during the day, do what you want.
If you're doing the hours that you paid for, then you don't know whether you don't care whether they come in early, so long as they do the set hours that they're meant to do.
Yeah. We even had one lad who went to prison, and he still kept his job open for him because he was a good worker. He kept his job open for him. In the long run, he did get sacked because his drink problem spilled over into work. But he got done for drink driving, and he had some argument with his girlfriend, and he took dad or something. It's a long story, but he ended up in prison for a month.
Tommy says, "Richard, do you stop at different railway stations where you deliver to make your video?" He don't do deliveries anymore.
I don't do any deliveries. We have a woman that does that.
Is it a local train station that you film your videos?
Yeah, well, there's a few. There's a few different places I go to. But no, I don't do any deliveries.
Miss Chick says,
I don't. I do because if there's nobody else to do them, I end up doing them. It just depends who's about. You know what I mean? We're not.
I mean, it was like last week. You were going in at 4:00, weren't you?
Yeah, I will be doing this week as well.
But Miss Chick says, "I had a colleague who kept taking very long breaks and going on Instagram or Facebook at work. He never got properly towed off because he resigned. He probably knew. He probably resigned before he got sacked." Hi, Kathy. How are you? But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the way I look at it, you get paid to do a job. And if you're not doing that job and you're on your phone and you're on Facebook or whatever, then you're not doing your job properly because you're spending that much time on your phone.
We got even at Easter, he buys everybody an Easter egg. How many places for that?
Back in a minute. I've got to top up this coffee.
Yeah. Gordo says, "I suppose it makes a change from filming your dogging sites, Richard."
It's funny, I went to a dogging site tonight. Not actually for dogging. I went down this road and I needed to turn around, and in order to turn around, I actually had to drive into a dogger's car park. But there were one car there and there were nobody in it, and I just turned around and drove back out.
I mean, it rang about right train station other day.
It's that's not a dog in sight. That we're full of blooming Network Rail working people there, but there's.
How do you know what type of engineers do, as they're mostly freight, so not a public timetable?
I go on. There's a website you can go on, Tommy. It's called Real Time Trains.
There you go.
And if you go on there and click, you put your station in, and then ask for detailed. There's like a box you've got to check, detailed results, and it tells you everything that's passing through.
I mean, like when Flying Scotsman were doing its rounds, you know, all they did was go on that site to know exactly where and when it were going to be. And Gordo says, "Yeah, we believe you, Richard."
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's two websites I use, Real Time Trains, and the other one is called Railcam. Railcam's better, but more complicated to use. You know, it has all the signal diagrams and all the lines, so you can actually see the trains live moving on Railcam. But you've got to know what you're looking at. You know, it's.
Gordo says drove in and drove out. Who's he trying to kid?
I did, yeah. I drove down and I just did a loop, and my God, potholes! I've never come across anything like it. I had to dodge out potholes. They were like,
yeah, it's changing its subject now. Gordo is on about potholes now.
And Dodge's car park potholes. They were absolutely ginormous. I thought, no way, I'm going down them potholes. Look at that. My wheels would cost a bloody fortune to fix if I ding one.
Well, that's it. That's it. But the thing about with trains, though, you've sort of got to know what's when and where, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're mostly the same every day. Each station tends to have the same trains going through it every day, generally speaking.
But
I mean, I can look at the clock now and I can tell you what's coming past here just by looking at the clock. There's a station less than half a mile from me, just down the road here, but it's a crap station. It's not a right lot of activity.
Gordo says, "Is that a code word? Butt sex." He says that's a pretty good setup for a spotter. So the rail companies must publish the timetable. It's knowing what sites to look at.
Yeah, I think that Real Time Trains. I think it's most of that's provided by Network Rail. I think, but they just it's because you see there's lots of trains on, and you'll say like a queue next to it, which means runs as required because they book the slot, if you know what I mean. But I mean that's.
I mean, it's just like, let's say if you're into buses, there's certain websites you can go on where where let's say you like an old vintage bus is going to be here, or a steamroller thing is going to be here at a certain date or whatever.
See, not all trains in this country can drive everywhere because some tracks won't take some trains, if you get me drift. I know it sounds
yeah.
It's called route availability. Some trains can't go on some tracks. Some can, some can't. You know what I mean? So that has a bit of an effect on it.
I'll go till 1:30 and then we'll call it a night.
That's why when these big steam trains come on, these specials, they tend to go queer routes because the normal route won't allow it. I
mean,
for the speed.
I mean, sort of not far from where we live, there's a Crouch tramway museum. That's not far from us, but it's not. Yeah, they do like tram rides and vintage trams, and you know what I mean. If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, in Nottingham, where you used to live, It's a massive train depot there, massive, absolutely bloody huge. I forgot what it's called, but it's massive. You drive over the top of it on Brian Clough Way. Can't think what it's called off the top of my head.
No. When we went to Isle of Wight, there were a bus museum there, and I'm, you know what I mean. Partner's been to Christ, so he knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, when we went to Isle of Wight, there was this bus museum, and they'd actually converted one of these old buses into like a cafe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's sort of not just, you know, this kind of bus and that. They'd even got like an horse-drawn thing, you know, right from sort of when the bus service sort of first started. Yeah. And this were horse-drawn like bus type of thing.
There's loads of places around the country where you can either stay in a railway station for a week or even stay in a railway carriage for a week on holiday. Around Settle, Carlisle Line, all that lot. Some of them stations have their buildings on the side of them that you can actually hire for a week, but they're bloody expensive. I've looked. Damn, not cheap. You know.
Is that on sort of like a non-running?
No, on normal running railways, you know.
Really? I mean, you'd want to be woken up by them all.
Yeah, but when that Settle to Carlisle, it's quite quiet, and the people who would be hiring that would be interested in trains, I would expect. Someone's mind, I would expect.
Gordo says he thought he got flashed earlier by the traffic camera by me. Turns out it's stupid. It was sweating more than a Catholic priest in a raincoat. But you see, these speeding cameras, you always know when they're in use or not in use. They've got like a metal flap. And if the metal flap's sort of covering the circle, they're not in use.
Yeah. But like over your area, you have different cameras than we have over here. You have them Trevello things that can get you both ways. Well, over here in Lancashire, we just have them Gatsos that can only get you in one direction.
Oh, and they've got the lines on the road where you're on one side.
Yeah, just so they can only get you, or
they can't catch you in the face.
Yeah, and where you are, you've got them for red jobs. They're called Trevellos, and it's like 2 red discs, and they can get you as you approach or as you're leaving both ways. You know what I mean?
You just need the registration anyway. They're not allowed to picture your face.
Yeah.
Because you could be up to no good.
I was told that they're not. They can only take the registration of your car, but not show.
Yeah, you could be in like a jeopardising, compromising position, and your relationship could be at risk through.
Yeah.
That's what they don't do
them
that.
Vans can do them. Vans that park up, they can do you for no seatbelts, as I well know. I got done 50 quid for no seatbelts off of them vans. You know,
see, this is the thing as well. You know where Callum's College is? There's like a bus lane, and then there's like either 2 or 3 lanes, but there's no marking to say it's a bus lane.
Oh.
So they can get you that way. And Chris always said, well, majority of the time there's like a back entrance. So Chris always used to pick Callum up from like back entrance, which is closer to us than actual going to front entrance.
The thing that annoys me, we've got a bus lane here, quite a long one, and after 7 o'clock, it's not a bus lane, you know, but people don't read the sign properly. So everybody, day and night, just avoid it. So there'll be a traffic jam at traffic lights, and then I just drive down bus lane, and they're thinking, what's he bloody doing going down bus lane? And it's after 7 p.m. After 7 p.m, it's not a bus lane. It clearly states. And on a Sunday, it's not a bus lane. It clearly states.
Or bank holidays.
And you get people effing and jeffing at you, like saying, that's a fucking bus lane. And I say, no, it's not. They say, it is. I said, no, it's not. And they won't have it. I said, go back and read the sign. So
that's it.
7 till 7, it's a bus lane. But yet they'll rather sit and make a traffic jam than use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's nowadays. I mean, they've got the flaming things everywhere.
Oh, they've got cameras in that one about near us.
What's the clean air cameras they're putting up? I've got one 20 yards from me, and it says on next to it as well in the next post on test or something like that. So we notice.
They've started it here as well.
I mean, that's been the biggest cock up ever. Is that clean air zone?
Yeah.
Well, see that road outside. I don't know if you've seen my shots, right? The amount of traffic that comes out of here, right? See, if I just stood for 10 minutes, you'd be surprised at the peak time how much traffic goes up and down here. It's like an off ramp to a fucking motorway, right? Sam's Kip, every fucking haulage truck you can think of. Motorbikes, cars, supercars, and everything up and down all the day long. Not 5 seconds between a car. You can hear it here when I'm sitting with you, but if the clean air zone came in, then trucks would be forced through another way. Like not a trunk. This is not a trunk road. This is like cobblestones.
That clean air zone that they're trying to bring in around here, it's Greater Manchester. It's just too complicated. I can't see it ever working. I mean, a lot of these wagon drivers and van drivers are just not going to go in Manchester. Bound to hit the economy for them somewhere.
And it's like a fine that comes through post.
Yeah.
And who's the only people that can afford to pay big bulk prices on their fleet of vans? As people like Amazon, Hermes.
We have a guy that delivers our machinery, and he says when that comes in, I'm retiring. He says because I can't afford to replace. He has 3 big wagons with high-abs on back, and he says I can't afford to replace my wagons. He says when that comes in, he's in his 60s, so he's ready for retirement. He says the moment it's been put on hold, it just says under review on all signs now. I mean, it's that Pillock, that Labour voting idiot. What's he called in Manchester? I can never remember his name. The Mayor of Manchester. Can't remember his bloody name.
I know, I remember his face.
Andy Burnham. Mm-hmm. He comes up with all sorts of crappy, silly ideas. And
it's just more ways for government to
line their pockets. To line their pockets, but they don't realise their pockets are great to get in line, but their grandchildren, as well as us, are suffering.
Yeah.
And his grandchildren, children, whatever the fuck, man, he's fucking it up for the rest of his own family as well as us.
How can it be right for a guy who has to make a living delivering, for instance, in our position? I mean, we don't deliver that much to Manchester anyway, but if we ask this guy who drives our wagons, his wagons to deliver our machinery, or into Manchester, we go to Trafford Park quite a bit, and he just said, I can't go because of clean air zone. How the freaking hell's that work? You know what I mean? What do we do?
Well, we've got a bit of an idea, Tommy, but hey ho.
They'll do
right,
the test.
Guys.
Sorry, on you go.
Yeah, I'm going to end it now. So I'll see you all on Monday. Thank you for Richard and your nose bro and Johnny and Bill and for coming up on the panel, and for everybody that took part in the poll. I mean, we've got a good idea who 3% is anyway, but hey yo. So I'll see you all on the next one. Night.
Down. Cheers, guys.
I'm sure this bloody thing. Right, I think my mouse needs some new batteries in it because it's not scrolling. There we go.
Bye, everybody. Hope Zippy has a nice time this week.